Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the retro rebuild of the Green Bay Packers here in 2011/2012. Last episode was the first episode where we compiled the team. We figured out who we were going to be because we did a fantasy draft. We drafted some very young, talented players, future Hall of Famers. But the one position we kind of not necessarily neglected, but just didn't really do at the beginning because we had such a low pick. We picked 24 in the draft. So we couldn't really get one of those top echelon quarterbacks. We didn't get a big time quarterback. We got one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time in college, and that is Terrell Pryor. So we'll see where that goes, but we very well could be in position to draft either Andrew Luck or RG3 in this year's draft. So we'll see what goes on. As always, leave a like if you enjoy the video, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. How these episodes are going to work is this episode is going to be around weeks 1 through 9 or 10, wherever we decide to stop. And then next episode will be week 11, 10 or 11, whatever we pick up, to the end of the season. And in these episodes, we're going to quick manage, play the moments for each game or most games, just to kind of get a more personal feel with the team, with some of the players, unlike other series where I do the retro stuff where we don't really get to see the players in the field, don't really get to feel that close, the immersion with those guys. So that's what we're going to be doing. And then obviously we'll have an off-season video where we do the draft, all that kind of stuff, and everything like that. So if you're going to enjoy, leave it a like, and let's get into episode number 2 of this retro rebuild where we actually get to see this team on the field for the first time. This is the team that we drafted. Our first round pick. Pick number 24 of the first round was this man right here, J.J. Watt. 22-year-old rookie, could not pass that up. Now, his body player model doesn't look that good. He looks a little chunkier than I remember J.J. Watt being. But hey, it is what it is. And I do have a problem with this roster. The only problem I have with it really is that it seems to be glitched with like player equipment. Everybody's wearing no sleeves, no tape, no gloves, basic helmets, and it's super strange. I don't know why. I've tried to go in and change players' equipment, but every time I do, it just defaults back to the original stuff. So I have no idea what the problem is with the equipment and stuff. But so everybody's just wearing no tape, no gloves, nothing like that. So I guess it's not a big problem, but it is kind of slightly annoying. But we took Adrian Peterson in the draft because I'm a huge Adrian Peterson fan. He was so good back in the day, man. He was unbelievable. We also got Reggie Bush, mainly so I could say Reggie Bush, but also because he's super fast. 96 speed, 95 acceleration, 97 agility. What a 1-2 punch with him and Adrian Peterson. We've got the powerhouse in Adrian Peterson, which, to be fair, Adrian Peterson also very quick. That was one of the reasons why Adrian Peterson is one of the best running backs of all time, is because he's got the power to run through you, but he can also run past you. 97 speed. I feel like that's a little aggressive for Adrian Peterson. I would have gave him maybe like 94, 93 speed. He was a great, fast running back. 97's a little aggressive, but hey, I'm not going to complain about it. I didn't make this roster, so we have 2 unbelievably fast running backs, plus Peterson can run through you as well. At wide receiver, we've got a very young Antonio Brown. I was going to get Julio Jones, but when I came back to get him, he was already got off the board. So we could have had Julio Jones and Antonio Brown on the squad. But we know, thanks to the benefit of hindsight, that there are going to be some very good wide receivers coming through in the next couple of years in these next draft classes. So we don't have to worry too much about that. But Antonio Brown here, 23 years old, very good, very, very talented player. Obviously, we know how good Antonio Brown was before he had his mental breakdown. I also grabbed veteran wide receiver Randy Moss, my second favorite player of all time, my number 1 player of all time outside of Tom Brady, obviously, if we're going non-quarterback or non-favorite team player, even though Randy Moss did play for the Patriots. Randy Moss is my favorite player of all time outside of Tom Brady, and he's here. He's 34 years old. He's not going to be here very long. Either he retires or he just gets too bad where he just can't be on the team anymore, but I thought it'd be fun to have him on the team, even though he is a little bit older. We also have Julian Edelman. We've got Golden Tate. We got a very young wide receiver room. Other than Randy Moss, everybody's super young. Golden Tate, Ted Ginn. We've got who's this? This is Greg Lewis, who's not very young, but I didn't draft him, so I only drafted Brown, Moss, Edelman, and Golden Tate and Ted Ginn. So that is our wide receiver room. The offense line's beautiful. We've got a young Trent Williams. We've got a young Alex Mack. We've got a young Phil Lodell. We've got a decently young Ben Grubbs. I think what, he's 27, 29, something like that. He's 27. Beautiful. Simply beautiful. The right guard position is kind of up in the air. We do have Ramon Foster, who's going to start at right guard for us, and he's decently young, but I could definitely see an upgrade at the right guard position just to get a depth trait, if anything else. Tight end is a little weak. We have Benjamin Watson and Julius Thomas. Yeah, it needs an upgrade for sure. And Travis Kelce's in the 2013 draft class next offseason, so we could look at upgrading him in a couple of years. And then on the defense, we've got some Hall of Famers. We've got J.J. Watt. We've got rookie Von Miller. We've got young Gerald McCoy. We've got Aldon Smith and Robert Quinn. So we've got some youth on this roster, and that was what I wanted to prioritize with this draft, this first experiment draft with this series. I wanted to go super young at the start so that we could build this roster in a couple of years, be Super Bowl champions. Because the way these guys are going to develop, Von Miller is going to be a 99 overall in a couple of years. Same with J.J. Watt. Probably same with Aldon Smith. So if we can get Robert Quinn to develop and for Gerald McCoy to develop, we could be really, really good. We also have Brandon Graham, who's going to take a little bit of time to develop because he's not going to get play time because we have J.J. Watt. Corner, I did neglect a little bit. If there's any position I neglected, it definitely is corner. We have Ty Law, but he's very old at this point. And then there's not really a lot. Kareem Jackson's cool, but there's not really a lot at corner that I like. Rashad Jones, I do like a lot. And then we've got Moore and Coleman at other strong safeties. So it's a fine team. We're not going to win many games this year, I don't think. But it's a fine team. I like some of the positions that we have. I like some of the building blocks of the future. Obviously, we're going to need some upgrades, though. And I'm very curious to see how Terrell Pryor plays, because this is the draft class we are working with. We got Andrew Luck. We've got Robert Griffin III. You know what the 2012 draft has. It's got Ryan Tannehill. It's got Brandon Weeden, even though it says Brandon Weeden's 22. That is not true. Brandon Weeden was like 28 when he came out of college because he was a baseball player. Hold on. Let me change that real quick. I want to make sure this is lore accurate as possible. So let me Google Brandon Weeden draft age. How old was he? He was 28 years old. I thought that's what it was. So I'm going to go in, and this might be not very good for for Brandon Weeden in this series, but I am going to. I'm not going to look. Hold on. I'm not looking at the overalls. I'm not looking at the overalls. I just need to find Brandon Weeden. Let me go quarterbacks. Where's Brandon? There he is. Okay. I'm not looking at overalls. Let me just change his. Okay, that's not a player model that I want to say. That's looks like he had his head out in the sun too long and his arms were covered. That's hilarious. But we're gonna make him 28 just for lore accurate purposes, and then I'll cover up the ages as I back out here. So let's back out, circle. What's that say? Export, save, and exit. Okay, perfect. I should probably export that so that it saves it every single time. I don't have to do that every single time. You know what? Let me do that real quick. Okay, so let me edit players. Edit draft class. Let me cover up the overalls. Back out. Hold on. Let me make sure it's right. Is it right? I'm not looking at the overalls. I promise. 28. Okay, perfect. Export to local file. Okay. And then we'll find the 2012 draft class. So that way I don't have to do it every single time. It'll just make it easier. Beautiful. Now it's lore accurate. Now he's 28 years old, just like how he was in real life. Now it's going to affect his development, I would assume. It also says he's 5'5". I don't think that's actually what he actually is. It seems like a lot of these draft classes are, or a lot of these heights are glitched out. Huh. I don't know, because it says Andrew Luck is 0 feet 6 inches, which is not true. And Robert Griffin III is definitely not 6'4". I don't know. This draft class seems a little messed up. But we're going to move on with it. It doesn't matter too much. I wonder if this is just a visual glitch or if that's actually the height. Now I gotta know. Now I'm too curious. Don't look at the overalls. Let me just go to Andrew Luck. What does his height say that he is? His appearance is... I just saw what his depth trait was. I'm sorry. His physique. Let's go to his physique real quick. Yeah, it says he's 5'5". Hmm. Very strange. I don't know why these draft classes are messed up. How tall was Andrew Luck? He couldn't have been more than like 6'2", right? Andrew Luck. Couldn't have been that tall. How tall was he? He's 6'4". Oh, wow. Okay. I guess I was wrong. I underestimated the size of Andrew Luck. He is 6'4". We'll just make him a little bit heavier as well. I don't really want to go in. I don't really want to go in and change this entire draft class to make it more accurate. It seems like all of the things are glitched a little bit. So, I don't know. Very strange. I guess we'll just have to roll with it. It won't matter necessarily when we go to do simulation rebuilds because we won't see the players in the field. It'll matter. It'll matter when we play this kind of series, but it's not going to matter that much if you think about it. So it's whatever. It's whatever. If it becomes kind of annoying on the field, like if I might change my players that I draft. Like if I end up drafting Robert Griffin III, I may up change to make sure he looks the way that he should. But I'm not going to go across the entire league and change everybody. That's just going to be too annoying. So anyway, enough yapping. Let's get into the gameplay. We actually are going to be playing these games. So, ooh, I should probably do weekly strategy. That's right. Weekly strategy. I don't think I have enough. Yeah, I didn't buy. I don't think I bought enough. Let me check. Did I buy? Oh, I did buy it. Yes, Camp Counselor. Definitely want to have that. Oops, I didn't mean to back out there. I thought that I did, but I couldn't remember for sure. So I did buy Camp Counselor, and I did buy... Ooh, I didn't buy the other one. Oh, it's because I was working on it, but I ran out of staff points. That's what it was. Well, we'll have that in there, and then whenever I end up buying the rest of it. But we do have Camp Counselor, which is boosted dev trait possibility. We have the kicker in here. I don't think that's really what we should be doing. We have Von Miller and J.J. Watt. Neither of those guys really need to be in here. Can I please click the right button, please, Juice? Change focus player. We should probably have Terrell Pryor in here, absolutely, just to make sure we can give him the best chance to develop. Who else should we have in here? We should maybe have Julian Edelman in here, or Ted Ginn, because none of them have a development trait. That might be a helpful one. Maybe Ramon Foster to give him a best possible chance. You know what? I'll put Ramon Foster in here, even though we do plan on possibly upgrading him. At least give him a chance for right now. I also did draft Jimmy Clausen, if you were curious, just because I thought that'd be funny. Robert Quinn might be a good one to have in here as well. AJ Hawk. Alden Smith already has hidden dev. Buster Screen might be a good one to put in here. Do we really want to prioritize Buster Screen? Yeah, you know what? I will, because I think that could be funny. All right, now I'm going to go through and do all the drills with these guys, and we're going to see if any of the dev traits pop. I mean, I did get the diamond tier ability, so maybe we can get lucky with Terrell Pryor, and maybe he actually is our quarterback of the future. We start our first game here at home, Lambeau Field, against the Detroit Lions. I don't expect us to win that many games this year, if I'm being totally honest. And it's already not starting out too good as we take down a 10-0 deficit already. We got Terrell Pryor. Everybody just looks so goofy without any equipment on. Everybody's just going raw dog without equipment. It's kind of hilarious, but I got to get this away. Terrell Pryor's got enough speed, maybe. Oh, I should have threw it away, but I thought I could outrun him. I really did. I thought that I could outrun. We kind of have to just focus on Antonio Brown. That is going to be our bread and butter, and he's right here. He's got the catch. He's got the first down. 31 yards is all that Terrell Pryor has so far. But we get to see Adrian Peterson. That's good. Handoff Peterson, and he's got room. Peterson across the middle. Adrian Peterson, this is why you draft him. Adrian Peterson to the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. I know it might be a little sacrilege to see Adrian Peterson in a Packer uniform, but for me, who don't care about that, it's awesome. What a pickup. And Adrian Peterson, first real handoff of the day. And he goes exploding to the house for a touchdown. Now, we are down 17-7, and it seems like our defense can't really do too much. 24-7, Lions lead. It is 3rd and 10. 3rd down and 10. I'm going to scramble with Terrell Pryor because that's why we drafted him. Terrell Pryor down the field, down the sideline. Terrell Pryor to the 1. Diving. Touchdown, Packers. We've got some athleticism on this roster, baby. TP Terrell Pryor. That's why you draft the dude. Based solely on athleticism. Because he does stuff like that. Terrell Pryor touchdown. Now, we're not going to win this game, most likely. But we have some promising young talent. And I still... seeing J.J. Watt with that body build is just a little strange. Who is the quarterback of this? Is this Ben Roethlisberger on the Lions? Beanie Wells. I love Beanie Wells. Fun fact about Beanie Wells, he loves mayo sandwiches. And no, that's not mayo on a sandwich. It is mayo, and that is it. So if you're ever wondering what Beanie Wells is eating, most likely a mayo sandwich. Julian Edelman, end zone, touchdown. We're down by 3. Well, we will be after the extra point. Is there really a chance we could win this game? I mean, it'd be insane, right? It'd be legitimately insane. I'm going to try it. We'll see what happens. Get a good bounce. Ah. We're going to lose the game. But hey, 21 points, not too bad in our first game. We just came up against a pretty good Lions team. We do lose our first game of the season. But I liked what I saw. Terrell Pryor played well. Peterson obviously was fantastic. I don't hate it. I don't hate it one bit. I like it a lot. And now we go to week number 2, taking on the Washington Commandos. They're 0-1 as well. We should be able to get the W here. We should be able to get the W. I don't think... Oh, I unlocked the extra focus players. I don't think I'm going to do this every week. Do the training every single week since I'm going to be playing multiple games. If I was playing just like 2 games like I do in Browns franchise, then I probably would. Because it would be a little bit easier. But I'm just going to probably do straight up simulation. And that'll have to work. That'll have to work. Maybe I'll do it every once in a while. I did it last week before the Lions game. But it's just going to take me too long to do the training every single week and then do the games and all that kind of stuff. So we'll just do the regular training, get whatever XP we can get. Antonio Brown and Alden Smith get upgrades. That's nice. Let's go and play this Commander game because I think it could be a possible win. We will start this game in front of our home field at Lambeau Field. Back-to-back home games. Prime time, by the way. At the 19-yard line, we're going to hand this off to AP and see what he can do. Oh, the blocking was not there. The hole was there, but the blocking ended up closing a lot quicker than I expected. That's okay. That is totally fine. 3rd and 6. Do we have what it takes to get out of here? No, they're going to hold it pretty well, but Pryor on the move, throwing, Edelman jumping, can't grab it. Oh, that would have been so awesome if he was able to hold on to that. The ball could have been better, but to be fair, he was throwing on his non-throwing side on the run. It was a tough throw. Golden Tate, first down and more. Golden Tate keeps the drive going. All right, Terrell Pryor, I see you out here, you dog. Can we get in the end zone? Prime time against the Commanders. It's Antonio Brown dropping the football. You know, he needs those gloves. He doesn't have any gloves on, that's why. That's the problem. Let's see if Adrian Peterson can get in. AP trying to squeeze his way in. He can't do it. Good defense from the Commanders. Not letting Adrian Peterson squeeze his way in, but we might have to do this the old-fashioned way. We might have to do this Terrell Pryor scrambling. He's not going to be open. Oh, intercepted. There was no way I was going to run that in. They had that covered. So I had to try to fit it into Antonio Brown. He was the only option. Unfortunately, it got picked off. It happens. It happens. It's going to be a rough first season. We knew that going in. That's why we drafted young, so we could get ready. Andy Dalton quarterbacking the Washington Commanders, by the way. And Darren Sproles is the running back. Von Miller almost got to him. Look how tiny Darren Sproles is. James Laurinaitis with a tackle. Von Miller almost got to Dalton. Defense needs a little bit of help. Let's use our J.J. Watt here, see if we can get some pressure. He's a big dude. The model's killing me. They're going to hand it off to Sproles, the little man. He's going to get around the corner. Darren Sproles! 2nd and inches. For some reason, they gave him X Factor. I don't know why they gave Darren Sproles X Factor. Darren Sproles never was an X Factor in the NFL. I mean, he's a great player. I don't know if he was ever deserving of an X Factor. Oh, Gerald McCoy missed tackle. I beat the rush and everything. I got to the backfield before anybody did. but I kind of just bounce off him like it was nothing. James Laurinaitis. No, I got blocked last second. I had the tackle with James. Oh, I hate this game sometimes. We're down 14 to nothing. I'm surprised it's taken this long to get us down 14 to nothing, to be honest. Our defense is not very weak, or not very strong, and our offense is not very strong either. Our team in general is not very strong. Get that away. It's going to be Reggae Bush. A Reggae Bush. He catches that. We'll move up the field a little bit. We got a red zone alert. 3rd down and 3. Under 30 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Can Peterson punch this in? Handoff. Peterson. He's got nobody around him. Adrian Peterson, end zone. Touchdown. Got the ball across. So we get back in the game. We just need the defense to step up a little bit, and it looks like they did for a moment, but now we have to go back on defense again. So not ideal. But it is a big 3rd and 4. Can J.J. Watt get some pressure? He cannot. Stop him. Kareem Jackson, 1st down, Commanders. Unfortunate. Are they going to be able to punch this in? Probably. They're also taking a lot of time off this clock as well. Come on, JJ. I need a big pass. We drafted you in the 1st round, JJ. I need you to be my life support here. He's not going to be able to rush Darren Sproles. Oh, it's not looking good, is it? Not looking good, I'll say that much. Come on, JJ. Use that big body. Use that extra weight you got. Oh, keeper Andy Dalton! What is this? He took a big hit stick, but he stays on the, or holds onto the football. Andy Dalton on the play action or on the read option? Are you serious? What world are we living in? Well, an alternate universe, I guess. Alden Smith, I need a big pass rush from you here. They're going to motion, and they're going to hand it off to Sproles. Good tackle. It's Rashad Jones with the tackle on the tiny little Sproles. And we are already at the 2-minute warning. We jumped into this game, or in this moment, with like 4 minutes to go. We've already dropped down to the 2-minute warning. We need to stop this Commander offense from scoring here. If we don't stop them, it's game over. It might already be game over anyway, but we still need to stop them here to give ourselves a little bit of false hope. They're going to go to end zone. Dropped. Too much traffic, too much communication. And there is a big 3rd and goal. I could really use an amazing pass rush here from somebody. I don't really care who it is. J.J. Watt's going to give it to me, but Dalton's going to scramble. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders. The fact that Andy Dalton is scrambling on me is insane. Andy Dalton, the red rifle, is scrambling on me. Absolute insanity. Benjamin Watson drops that pass. Unfortunate. You know, Terrell Pryor, one thing about Terrell Pryor, he's got a big arm, so we might let one loose to Antonio Brown, see if he comes down with it. Although we're going to hit Randy Moss here. The veteran, Randy Moss, also looks very strange in a Packer uniform, I will say. Give me a little play action here. A little play action corner. Edelman should be open. He is most certainly not open, but you know what is? The Terrell Pryor scramble. That's what's open. Terrell Pryor down the field. Nobody's covering him. The bad angles. Terrell Pryor touchdown. My God, I'm in love. Terrell Pryor, a horrible angle from that corner allows us to take it. And we are in a very desperate spot here. 3rd and 12. We have 1 timeout remaining. And they're not in field goal range just yet. Come on, JJ, get to the quarterback. Somebody get to the quarterback. We are going to get their timeout called. Robert Quinn on the sack. We will get the football. Oh, my God. We have 30 seconds. Oh, time is running down. We have 1 play. I didn't know the clock was moving. That's not good. This is the final play of the game. I guess I could try and scramble with Terrell Pryor and see if I can make something happen now. I wasn't going to get anything to go anyway, so we lose the game 21-14. It's probably going to be a lot of that this year. I'm going to admit, it's probably going to be a lot of that this year. We're going to lose a lot of games. I don't know if we'll win a game this year. Going 0-17 would be kind of insane. Von Miller gets an upgrade point, so he's now a true 85 overall. I told you, he's going to be a 99 very, very shortly. We'll move on to week number 3, where we take on the 2-0 Cleveland Browns. They must have drafted pretty darn well. What does our scouting look like? We have to re-sign Trent Williams, Adrian Peterson, AJ Hawk. Okay, so there's a couple guys. Adrian James we have. I didn't realize that. Okay. Well, obviously we're going to re-sign these guys. And Adrian Peterson, This is a cheap contract for somebody as talented as Adrian Peterson. I'm going to lock him up forever because we have the money to do so. So we are going to lock him up, and it's going to be a exponentially cheaper deal than what it could have been. So Adrian Peterson back for 6 seasons, and might as well get Trent Williams back as well. We're going to get him back. You know what? I'm going to give him a 7-year contract. That's how crazy I am. Now, his is going to be a little bit more expensive, mainly because he doesn't want to be back. So we are going to have to overpay him. But he should return. He's going to return. That's a lot of money, but we had the money to do so. AJ Hawk, I'll probably get back a little bit later. You know what? I'll pay AJ Hawk right now. Why not? Give him a 4-year deal. We'll pay him like $5 million, and we'll pay him like $5 million. And that'll be AJ Hawk's contract sorted. Okay, so everybody that I want back initially is back, and we still have over $110 million to work with. So we are beautiful right now. We are absolutely beautiful. We take on the Cleveland Browns in game 3. Maybe this could be our first win. It's also our first road game, so who knows what's going to happen. We've scored 21 points the last 2 games. A win? Boss? I have no idea. We take on the Cleveland Browns today. Week number 3 of the 2011-2012 NFL season, and we are trying to get our first win. This Browns team is 2-0. They are good. But are we better? Probably not, but maybe. You never know. We'll see. It could happen. We've had some exciting moments through those first 2 weeks. Let me just hit my boy AB right here. Antonio Brown, big first down. We are under the 2-minute drill here in the first or the second quarter, so got to make some things happen. Got to make some magic happen. Oh, I see Antonio Brown winning this by 1 billion. Oh, I got hit on the throat, but it's still there. No, the corner got a hand on it. I can't believe it. Pryor had such a strong arm that he still got it there, but Brian Arakpo makes Terrell Pryor's life a living nightmare. Oh, I can't believe I had him too. I think if that doesn't get hit, good catch by Moss. I think if I don't get hit there, it's a catch because I think he needed just a little bit more time, just a little bit more space to be able to get that ball where it needed to be because it was already almost there. That would have been an insane catch if he would have been able to do it. Benjamin Watson, first down. We have all of our timeouts, so I might as well use one right here. And then maybe go with a Y corner possibility. We got Watson running that. I think this might just be an underneath route to Edelman or Moss. Let's just hit Edelman right here. He's right there. Big catch. One of the best slot receivers in NFL history, Julian Edelman. We'll go with a Packers under. A specific play for the Packers. We'll hit Randy Moss with it. And Randy Moss is going to get down to the 18-yard line. Second down and 3. We've got one more timeout, but we are knocking on the door of a touchdown here. Do I test Randy Moss even at 34 years old? Do I give him a jump ball, see what happens? No. Square's going to be wide open. Square's wide open. Antonio Brown, touchdown. I'm loving Terrell Pryor, man. Getting out in the pocket, throwing on the run. Just call me McDonald's because I am loving it. 14 seconds to go, third quarter. Tom Brady is the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. I forgot all about that. We went over the rosters at the end of last episode after the draft. So I forgot all about Tom Brady being a Cleveland Brown. That's kind of hilarious seeing Brady as a Brown. But he's going to scramble. Tom Brady's on the run. Okay, that's how you know it's a video game. I know Brady ran a little bit back in the day, but he was not necessarily known for his athletic ability. That's kind of funny seeing him run like that. And he wasn't moving very fast. We still just couldn't grab him. Oh, that's wide open. That's on the money. That's Reggae Boosh. Reggae Boosh. Big time catch out of the backfield. 174 yards and a touchdown for Pryor. Man, when you get a quarterback that can move in Madden, you're so much better than a quarterback that can't move. Which is why we kind of struggle a little bit in Browns franchise, because Julian Enriquez does not have the mobility of a Terrell Pryor. But I don't know what it is. I just feel more confident when I have a quarterback that can move. Because I feel like I can make different plays. I can get out of bad situations. Like this. Like he dropped it, but whenever would I be able to make that with Julian Enriquez? That's just not a throw that Enriquez could do because he wouldn't be in that situation in the first place. He wouldn't have been able to get out in the pocket like that. So just having a quarterback that can scramble is so much more fun. Although it's not fun when you get sacked like that. There's a reason this Browns team is 2-0 to start the year. They drafted very well, it seems. But we've done a lot of scrambling with Pryor in the pocket. Can I just sit in the pocket and throw a bomb to Edelman? I mean, I could have, but he does end up dropping it. Should we take the field goal? I mean, we do need a field goal at the end of the day, but I don't think I want one. I think I'm either going to lose this game or I'm going to win it. Probably lose it, but I think I'm going to try to go for it here. Who's going to be open? Not really anybody. I've screwed that all up. Ryan Kerrigan in on the play. That didn't really go my way, did it? We lose our third game of the season, 17-7. I mean, it's not going amazingly. It's not. I mean, we're having big flashes of awesomeness. Terrell Pryor's looking great. Antonio Brown's doing well. Edelman and Moss are doing well. We're having moments of awesomeness. But they're not winning games. Those moments, they come and go, but you got to win games. And we're 0-3 currently. Is that the worst record in football right now? If we go over here, we have no, there's a lot of teams that are winless on the season. The Jets, us, Saints, Chiefs, and Ravens are all winless to start this season. Now, it is early. It's only 3 games. But that is kind of crazy. We have a D-line breakout and a linebacker breakout. So I would assume it's going to be Gerald McCoy, right, for D-line? No, it's Robert Quinn. That's huge. Oh, that's actually really, really big. Having Robert Quinn with a breakout's amazing. I love that. But who's the linebacker? The linebacker is going to be Von Miller. He already has... Oh, this is kind of crazy. He already has Hidden Dev, which I think it was already Superstar, if I'm not mistaken. It could be Star, but I would assume it's Superstar. And now he's got a chance to go even further. We take on the 1-2 Packers, or 1-2 Cowboys in prime time. I don't know, man. I don't know. We arrive at Jerry's World to take down the Dallas Cowboys here in week number 4, and we already have a 7-point lead. All right, that's something new. I think it's the first time we've led this season. That's nice. And it's Michael Vick is the starting quarterback for this Dallas Cowboys roster. Okay. So another quarterback that is very mobile. We'll see if he uses that to his advantage here. He fires it corner route, and it's going to be caught. Kurt Coleman was trying to get a hand on it, couldn't do it. Cowboys come away with nothing. Did he catch that, or did he go out of bounds? I'm not sure, because they didn't end up with any points. So I have no idea if he actually caught it or not. Who cares? We're riding. Pryor, he's got a ton of space. Might as well take off. Throw me a block. They didn't do it. Got caught from behind for the first time. Don't usually get caught from behind. Kind of expecting me to get... I was kind of expecting to get away from that. Maybe I can throw a touchdown here. Or maybe just underneath Edelman. Just take the underneath stuff. Get some easy yards, some simple yards. Take what's given to us. It's going to be Antonio Brown this time, most likely. Never mind. Timeout called by Dallas. 2nd and 4. Minute 45 to go. They called a timeout. Very interesting. We're going to hand this ball to Adrian Peterson instead. They might have made a mistake here. Peterson, handoff. He's got it. Peterson, touchdown, Packers. AP all day, baby. And we go to the second half. We are beating the Cowboys right now, 14-7. And we have a chance to add more, potentially. Because we are under 30 seconds to go, third quarter. Peterson's going to get this handoff. And Peterson will scoop by the offensive line, get into the ends, or get into the secondary there. 13 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown this game, I would assume. It said NFL season, but I would assume that was just this game. Because he's definitely had more yards than that this season. We are in just regular Packer offense and defense, so I wonder what our stats are going to look like. Peterson cut it outside. No! I should have just went straight. I tried to get a little too crazy. Thinking that this is just like arcade mode or something, but Peterson couldn't bounce it out like that. But we'll hand it off to him again. Handoff. Peterson brought down from behind. We could go read option. That is a choice. But I might just hit the Reggae Boosh out of here on the Texas route. Oh, he's open. Boosh. Didn't really get a good animation on that one. To be fair, it probably was the right call. But the animation was not great there, and it almost got intercepted, actually. Handoff. Peterson. He's got great blocks. Peterson to the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Another two-score lead for us. Late fourth quarter, man. This is getting dangerous for the Cowboys. We might have our first win. We might have our first win, and it's gonna be Vic with a not a great throw, but it is caught anyway. That was really low, but he's still out on. The receiver made a good catch. 2-minute warning. 2-minute. 2-minute. God, that video board is so massive. Doesn't it go from like the 30 to the 30? I think it stretches from the 30-yard line to the 30-yard line, which is just insane. Get to him. Get to Vic. Get to Vic. Vic! Oh, he somehow got it away. He lasted way too long in there. Way too long in the pocket. And we survived. The Green Bay Packers have won their first game. Okay. This is the start of the turnaround. This is the start of the turnaround. This is where we change the way this season has gone. The vibes are all the way up. Kurt Coleman and Terrell Pryor both get upgrade points. You love to see it. We've turned Terrell Pryor into, I think it was like a 50 overall when we drafted him. He's now a 68. We've definitely done our due diligence here. Mixed bag for Robert Quinn, so that means he didn't get it done. Okay. He got 1,000 XP, but no dev trade upgrade. That would have been really nice to have a star dev Robert Quinn. What about the linebacker Von Miller? Decent day for the defense, but he was not lights out. All right. I didn't think either of them were going to get it, but he got 4,500 XP, which is pretty good for Von, but I didn't think anybody was really, realistically going to get the dev trade upgrade. They rarely ever do. Oh, but it would have been nice. Would have been nice. Now we head to the bye week with a win, coming off our first win. I mean, you love to see it. Did we take on the Cincinnati Bengals here? We've only got a few more games to go because we're probably going to go to like week 10, I would assume. We're 1-3. They're 3-2. We might be able to steal one here against the Bengals. Peterson gets an upgrade. So does Von Miller. Ashton Yabuti got an upgrade. You love to see when Yabuti gets an upgrade. All right, big one against the Bengals. We should be victorious here, but I mean, you never know. You never really know, so we'll find out. Back in Lambeau to take on the Bengals, and they actually drafted Corey Dillon, and he's playing running back for the Bengals. That's pretty cool. But here we go. Lambeau Field wants to see the first win of the year for us. They've got Joe Flacco. Not obviously 40-year-old Joe Flacco, but still, Joe Flacco, a Bengal. How times change. They always stay the same. Flacco going deep. One-on-one. Will Allen can't get it diving. Almost intercepted. That would have been insane. Oh, my God. They got 3 out of it. That would have been insane off the deflection. All right. Well, we didn't get the interception. They got 3 points. It's 3-0. We're going to try to get a handoff to Peterson. He's got it, and Peterson's got the speed to get around the edge. 97 speed to the house around Earl Thomas. I love Adrian Peterson, man. I don't care how early we drafted him. It was definitely worth it. It was definitely worth it to draft this man because he is a menace. Oh, Flacco, I bait on the play action. Moore brings him down. William Moore with the cornerback sack. I got baited on the play action. I will admit that. I fell for it. I fell for it. Thankfully, William Moore didn't fall for it. Flacco, do not scramble on me, Joe Flacco. This is not who you are. He's got 2 carries for 8 yards. First it was Andy Dalton scrambling on me. Now it's Joe Flacco. These quarterbacks are out of control. Wide open on the whip route. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Was not guarding that at all. Clearly. And we are now under a minute to go in the half. Can we take the lead back? I think we can with the right play. Throwing. End zone. Antonio Brown touchdown. God, I love this team, man. This team's so fun. Terrell Pryor's just slinging the rock, man. And we got some fun players on this roster. We got Adrian Peterson. We got Antonio Brown and Julian Edelman. Ragabush. We got some fun dudes. This team's going to be a blast in a couple years when everybody's a higher overall. Pryor scrambling. Pryor's got the space. First down. TP. Third down alert. 3rd and 11. I still believe in the Adrian Peterson run, even on 3rd and 11. Oh, no, it's Reggie Bush. I believe in the Reggie Bush run on 3rd and 11, and I'm going to believe the right way. Reggie Bush, end zone, touchdown, Packers. It's Reggie Bush. 21-10. We are cooking Cincinnati here. And we are looking prime to get our very first win in front of the home fans. I told you, man, that win against the Cowboys, and then we go into the bye week, that was where the momentum changed. That was where the vibes become immaculate. Joe Flacco, 213 and a touchdown for him. They didn't do anything with it, and we win our second game of the year. We are 2-3, ladies and gentlemen. This team's turning it around here in the first half of the season. Terrell Pryor's playing good enough. Peterson's unstoppable. Reggie Bush is unstoppable. We can't be stopped. You can only hope to contain us. We got to take a look at the stats so far. Peterson's not in the conversation for rushing yards, which is kind of insane, actually. Joe Flacco leads the league in passing yards because he's obviously in Cincinnati's playbook. Kevin Kolb is up there. Kevin Kolb's an insane quarterback. Just go look at Kevin Kolb's career numbers, man. He's an insane quarterback. We take on the Cardinals, then we got the Steelers and the Panthers. DB breakout. Who's the DB? Is he going to be Ashton Yabooty? It is going to be... Who is this? It's William Moore. Oh, he got the sack against Flacco. I guess that was good enough for him to get a scenario, a breakout or whatever. Well, let's take on the Packers. They're 3-3. Could we possibly be on a 3-game win streak? We make the trip to Arizona, Glendale, to play the Arizona Cardinals here. They're 3-3. We are 2-3, but we are in a 2-game win streak, and we are looking prime and ready to be on path for a 3-game win streak. Peterson trying to fight for extra yards. He gets 3 out of it. Is there a world where we can score a touchdown on one play, possibly? I mean, there is a world. Antonio Brown scores, but I don't think that's really going to be likely. I think what the world is, it's a Terrell Pryor scramble. Look at the speed burst. Terrell Pryor with the touchdown. He just got too much speed. He's too quick. He's simply too fast, too furious. They got DeMarco Murray. That would have been a fun one to draft. Maybe if we do this again, we draft DeMarco Murray, because he would have been a fun one. Looks like they got, is that Mark Sanchez? Mark Sanchez, who stabs truck drivers and punches them in an alley. He is their quarterback, the Sanchez. And he dove down for a big gain there. From the 6, Cardinals score, they will take the lead. Sanchez, pocket collapsing on him, and it's going to collapse fully. Sacked! Love it. Absolutely love it. Just brilliant. And we push it back to the 14. It's Robert Quinn was in on that. Along with, I think, maybe Von Miller. I'm not sure exactly. And that's James Laurinaitis. He don't miss tackles like that. That's James Laurinaitis, baby. That's 3s. He don't miss those tackles. He's a god. 3rd and goal from the 11. Give this to DeMarco. They're not going to give it to DeMarco. Sanchez is going to fire. End zone. Caught. Touchdown Cardinals. That was a good throw. That was a good throw. And the Packers will be down 10-7. Cardinals take the lead. But it's not over just yet. The fat lady has not sung. Peterson, although will not start out the drive very well. That's okay. Because we got some fun players in this roster. I believe in Joe Hendry. So let's get this done. We're going to roll. We're going to roll. We're going to roll. We're going to roll. We're going to throw it away. They didn't have anything there. Good coverage. They locked up pretty much everything I was looking at there. Which, to be fair to them, is a good idea. They should do that. But they're not locking up Randy Moss. Does Randy Moss still have that in him? Does he still have that dog in him? Oh, the safety's going to cover. He did beat him really, really easily, though. Peterson gets a little check down. Timeout called by Arizona. Well, joke's on you, you jabroni. We're going to go for it. If the safety doesn't track over and cover Randy Moss there, it would have been electric. I think this is just a design scramble with Terrell Pryor. He's going to be stopped. Who's that? Brett Kiesel. Oh, my God. There's no way that Brett Kiesel's stopping me. That's unbelievable. 17-7, 24-7. It's over. It's over. I think the overweight lady has started singing. This one is donezo. We don't have the firepower to take down the Cardinals. Unbelievable. They want me to kick a field goal? We're down 24-7 in the third quarter. You want me to kick a field goal? What are we talking about here? I'm going to fire that in. It's Julian Edelman. He caught it. He catches and runs. Julian Edelman rocked at the one. Pryor does have a pick, though. Pryor does have an interception in this game, and that is the end of the third quarter. We will go to the fourth quarter, trying to get it 24-14, maybe make it look a little bit closer. Cardinals really did do some damage here. Hand this ball off. Peterson trying to fight his way in. He's in. Touchdown, Packers. Oh, we got the ball back immediately. Must have been an interception or something. Oh, my God. There's a chance we can win this game. Interception. The Cardinals have 3 turnovers, by the way. I just saw that flash up. Yeah, Brett Kiesel can't stop me 2 times. Pryor gets up there to the 4. This is a prime Adrian Peterson handoff. I mean, it doesn't get much more prime than this. Hand this bad boy off to AP. There it is. Blocking's perfect. Peterson end zone. Touchdown, Packers. We have made this a game. 24-21. We got the ball back again. What is happening? Another 5 turnovers for the Cardinals. They are killing themselves. I mean, they do have Mark Sanchez back there. It makes sense, but they are sabotaging themselves. Reggie Bush is still on his feet. Reggie Bush just got yardage. It's 28-24. What is happening? I can't believe we have this. Oh my God, this team is for real. Oh my God. We scored the touchdown 28-24. Peterson driving. He will take it to the 2-minute warning right there. This has been a crazy game. I thought it was over 24-7. We have scored 21 unanswered points in this football game. And the Cardinals have no more timeouts. So a couple of first downs will seal this game, and we will walk away with a very insane victory. Oh my God, Adrian Peterson, what a dog. Yeah, I don't care what anybody says. Drafting Adrian Peterson was certainly the right idea. Drafting him was certainly the right idea. Certainly. Handoff. Peterson bounces outside. Adrian Peterson, touchdown, and we solidify it. The nail in the coffin. It's 35-24. And that is the game. 5 turnovers for this defense. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's Mark Sanchez. That's the Mark Sanchez that I know. He had 3 touchdowns in the game. I need to see this. What was going on in this game? So he only threw 1 pick. Sanchez only threw 1 pick in the game. It had to have been fumbles, right? DeMarco Murray had a fumble. Receiving, Terry Glenn had a drop. I can't tell who had a fumble, but 5 turnovers in the game. I'm not quite sure what happened because we only have the 1 pick. It was Kurt Coleman who had it. Did Sanchez fumble a lot? Maybe that's what it was. They won't show me how many fumbles he had. I don't know. But it said 5 turnovers in the game. Let me take a look at team stats. Turnovers. No, it says 3. It's right above my camera. You might be covering it. But it says 3 turnovers for the Cardinals. It told me 5 in the in the little flash thing as we jump back into the game. Maybe there was visual glitch, but I don't know. Whatever it was, big game for us. What a huge comeback. And it's our 3rd straight win on the season. We are primed and ready. And William Moore now has star development. So out of everybody to have a breakout so far this year, William Moore is the one to do it. You know what? I don't care. William Moore gets star dev. That's pretty awesome. Good for him. And we will take on the Pittsburgh Steelers now. We have national focus to take care of. Edge rusher certainly could be a need if Robert Quinn's not going to develop. You know what? I think I'll set that as my national focus. Edge rusher can be my focus. We take on the Steelers today. 1-5. Are we really about to be on a 4-game win streak? I mean, it seems like it could be our time. Primetime game against the Steelers. A lot of primetime games for the Packers this year. And we're down 7-0. Eli Manning is the quarterback of the Steelers team, by the way. And they are already up 10-0 on us. It seems like we're not ready. It seems like we're not ready for the Pittsburgh Steelers on primetime. 2-minute drill. Got to get some points. Down by 2 scores. This is not an ideal situation, but we've got Antonio Brown. Any situation becomes ideal when you got Antonio Brown on the roster, at least back in the day. And Terrell Pryor does have an interception. No wonder the Steelers have scored twice because Pryor has thrown a pick. Oh, I gotta test it. Oh my God, one-on-one Edelman interception. I didn't get the animation. I never do. I don't know why I threw that. I knew I wasn't gonna get an animation. Edelman just didn't jump. Packers don't do anything with it. We get the ball back still with 50 seconds to go. So I guess arm punt. I don't know. Let's see what we can do with Pryor. Get out and on the move and run. Pryor first down. 43 seconds, one timeout. How am I going to make this magical? How am I going to make this an amazing drive that ends in 7 points? Probably by scrambling with Terrell Pryor a bunch of times. Let's slide down. Let's run some hurry up. I wish this was college so the clock would stop momentarily, but it isn't. We'll snap it. We'll probably scramble again. Nope, gotta fire that in. Oh, Antonio Brown was wide open. I didn't think he was going to be open, so I wasn't looking his way. But then I saw that he came open, and I was like, oh, I gotta hit him, but I couldn't hit him because I got hit on the throw. It was all kinds of bad. All kinds of unfortunate. That is Reggie Bush with a catch, and I'm going to have to use that timeout. That wasn't really my plan. I wasn't planning on throwing that to Reggie, but he looked open. Because he was, but it wasn't the right throw. That was a bad decision. I think I just got to chuck this up to Randy Moss and see what happens, right? Oh, that's Randy Moss. Okay, I thought it was Benjamin Watson for a second. Again, no animation. I don't know why I throw these deep balls, because I never get the jump ball. Like, why do I never get a jump ball animation? What's the deal? What's the deal with jump ball animations? Pryor's got the arm to get it there. Randy, pass interference, spot foul. We get a chance. Sometimes you just got to try it. Sometimes you just got to try it. Game can't end or half can't end on a defensive penalty. Spot foul. We get possible 3 points. Should we just take the 3 points? Nah, touchdown possibility. Touchdown possibility here. Gotta go for it. Gotta go for it. Final play of the half. That's open enough. It's not open. Interception. That really looked open. Pryor will track him down. We don't get any points. That really looked open. Did it not? I feel like that was open. Maybe Pryor just didn't have the strength to get it there. 3 turnovers for us today. So now we come off of a game where the Cardinals had a bunch of turnovers. Now we're the ones with turnovers and we're losing. But Antonio Brown's going to get us on the board. Antonio Brown against his former team. Well, I guess in this universe it's not his former team, but still. 13-7. Now it's 15-7. We get safety? We must have got safety there. That's the only way you can get 2 points. All right, whatever. Eli Manning in the backfield. Who's that running back? Perry, it looks like. Oh, Eli throws it up. Will Allen one-on-one. Incomplete. Good coverage, Will. Good coverage. Big third down, make the stop. Our offense just can't seem to do much, can it? They cannot do much. Our 3-game win streak might be out the door. Good tackle, Kurt Coleman, 4th down. They give us the football back. Oh, I can't believe we're in this spot. We actually have a chance, but it's going to be really, really difficult. All right, Pryor, what you got for me? What you got for me? What you got for me? Oh, Terrell Pryor, juke move. I can't believe I got around the edge there. I didn't think I was gonna be able to. Let me go slot fade. I haven't tried to slot fade at all. It's gonna be Julian Edelman. I don't think it's gonna work, but he might as well try it. If he doesn't track him, he's going to follow him. But Randy Moss is wide open for a little check down. It's going to work. 3 interceptions for Pryor today. Not his best game. Not his best game, I will admit. But it doesn't matter as long as we can come away with a victory. Everybody's going to forget about the 3 interceptions if we can get the game-winning touchdown. Obviously, we'll go for 2 to tie it. That's pretty obvious if we were to get it. I got to roll. This is a little bit insane here, but I can get around the corner here. No, I can't. I was able to avoid a sack, I think, or maybe they just credited with a sack. I'm not sure because I got back to the line of scrimmage. I really slowed down when I turned the corner. It slowed my momentum like crazy, and he caught me. That's a big catch, Randy Moss. If I can run hurry up, I might be able to get one more play off. Snap it, snap it, snap it. They're not ready. Steelers aren't ready. Steelers aren't ready. Steelers aren't ready. Oh my good God, it's Antonio Brown with the catch. And that is our 2-minute warning. That was a lobbed pass. And I put enough power on that to make it a bullet pass, but that's just, he was on the run, he threw it I think he jumped even when he threw it. This has been a fun season with Terrell Pryor, I will tell you that much. Let me hit the running back out of the backfield here. Reggie Bush catches up and run. Good job, Reggie. We're actually getting up here a little bit too quick almost. But also we have to try to get the 2-point conversion. Reggie Bush, handoff, fighting for the first down. They'll give it to him. Thankfully. And we'll go read option here. Is he going to read me or is he going to read Peterson? He's going to read Peterson, but he's not going to catch Peterson. Adrian Peterson down to the 4. Even when we make the wrong decision and still hand it to Peterson, he did the job. He did the dang thing. We are under a minute to go in the game. Hand off Peterson, bounce it outside. Great blocking, touchdown Packers. We got to go for 2. We got it. We are in overtime against the Pittsburgh Steelers. This team has heart. This team has spirit. This team does not want to die. They will not go quietly into that good night. Antonio Brown, big catch. And I think we got the ball first, so unfortunately we can't walk it off here if we score a touchdown. Screen. Slip screen. We got Adrian Peterson. He's got a ton of speed. If we get the blocking, it'll work. Ugh, we didn't really get the blocking, but it's going to work anyway. Peterson, throw me a block. Juke move. Peterson, down the field to the 14-yard line. God, I love Adrian Peterson so much, man. He's doing so well this season. He's been a revelation. Let's run it with Pryor. He can't get away, can he? I probably could have turned the corner, but it would have been pretty risky, so it's just better to throw it away. Live to fight another day. I just saw they had Brian Cushing on this defense. If you know Brian Cushing, you know he's insane. Big roider. He had a lot of roid rage. First and goal from the 1. Edelman gets down but can't get in. We're going to hand this off to who else but Adrian Peterson. We're going to run behind that star dev or superstar dev offensive line. And Peterson's in the end zone. Touchdown Packers. We got to hope on defense we can stop them. They're going for it on 4th down for the game. It's 4th and 4. Oh my God, our 4-game win streak or a 3-game win streak has a chance. It's going to be a screen. Laurinaitis, get off the block. No. They go screen on 4th and 4. What a call. It's 4th and 2 now. 4th and 2. They've got to score, obviously. Touchdown. Oh, he dropped it. Packers win. Packers win. 4-game win streak. Oh my God, this team is unbelievable. We've got the heart. We've got the spirit. Even with 3 interceptions thrown by Terrell Pryor, we still come away with a win there. Man, that's back-to-back game. I thought we were going to lose the Cardinal game. I thought we were going to lose that game. But we come back and we win. This team means something to me, man. It means more. It means more. Terrell Pryor is now a 69. Nice. He's been fun this season. He's been really fun. He has been really, really fun. This whole team's been fun. We got a DB break or D-line. Was it DB breakout? D-line breakout. It is DB breakout for William Moore. He already got up to star, so there's a chance he could break out and get superstar. I mean, if William Moore goes to superstar within this first season, it'd be amazing. He does earn himself 4,500 XP, which is amazing as well. And now we have 2 more games to play this episode. We got the Panther game and then a big game against the Eagles. 5-3 Carolina Panthers. What do we got here? D-line breakout. Is it Robert Quinn again? It is going to be... No, it's J.J. Watt. J.J.'s a superstar dev rookie. So having an X Factor would be super awesome. We've also got some upgrade players. I would assume it's William Moore, and it is. 72 overall for William. He's coming on strong. But now it's a big game against the Panthers. We are battling in this NFC North. It is 5-2 Lions, 5-2 Vikings, and now 4-3 Packers. This whole NFC is huge. I mean, look at this. You got 3 teams in the East who have 5 wins. You got 2 teams in the North who have five wins. You got 3 teams in the West. 2 have 6 wins. 1 has 5. And then 2 teams in the South. I mean, this is going to be a meat grinder of a NFC North to try to get to the playoffs. But we are on a 4-game win streak, and we want a 5 one. We want 5. Can we get it right here? I mean, the way that we've been playing, maybe. Back at home at Lambeau, we take on the Carolina Panthers. We got 3-0 lead already. Not too shabby. With the Panthers come back with a 3 of their own. Oh, interception by Ty Law, though, I just saw. That's pretty sick. And now with a minute to go in the first half, we have a chance to take the lead. 2 turnovers for Carolina today. Ooh, not too good for them. Not too good for them, but good for us. Because I'm going to scramble with Terrell Pryor, and I got down the edge. Terrell Pryor down the sideline. God, I love him so much, man. Love him. Why couldn't he been good as a quarterback in NFL, man? Oh, I wanted it so bad. He was the first real, like, awesome quarterback that I ever remember watching at Ohio State. Because that was like, I was big into the NFL. Obviously, I became a fan of the Patriots and Tom Brady during their beautiful, almost perfect season against the Giants in 2007 when they lost. Oh my God, Adrian Peterson. But for a few years, I wasn't like super into college football when I was growing up. And then Terrell Pryor came along, and I just fell in love with Terrell Pryor, man. He was unbelievable. Jay Cutler's the quarterback of the Panthers, by the way. And he was the real first, like, unreal quarterback that I remember falling in love with in college. And then obviously Braxton Miller comes along and just blows that out of the water. God, Braxton was so good. Oh, jeez. Braxton was amazing. I love Braxton Miller. Him and Terrell Pryor are my 2 favorites, definitely. Definitely. But then obviously we go from Braxton to JT, and then he gets hurt, and then it's Cardale, and Cardale wins the championship. And then it's the weird urban 2-quarterback system because he couldn't pick one. So he has Cardale and JT both split time, which just was not the right idea. I remember that team. That team was so good. That 2015 Buckeye team may have been the best Buckeye team I've ever seen assembled on paper. You had Zeke. You had the Bosa brothers, although Nick wasn't really a big piece of that team just yet. It was still Joey. That team was so good in 2015. That team was better than 2014 that won the title, the 2014 team. And they didn't do anything because Urban couldn't pick a quarterback. I don't know what it was with it. He couldn't choose Cardale. He couldn't choose JT. And then they never really got into a groove there. And then we go from those guys to who came after JT? Was it... Because we get Justin Fields in like 2019, I think, is when he shows up after transferring from Georgia. But who's there in 2018? Was it still? It wouldn't have been still JT. Would it still be JT? I don't remember. I'm blanking on my Ohio State quarterbacks. I feel like there's somebody in there that I'm forgetting. Who would have been after JT and Cardale in like 2017, 2018? I can't remember. I'm blanking on Ohio State quarterbacks right now. I got a blind spot for somebody, apparently. I can't think of who that would be. Who would that be? Nobody is coming to mind right now. They couldn't have been that good then. But that was like right at the peak of really good quarterback play at Ohio State. Like we were starting to really get the good quarterbacks. And then obviously Fields escalates that, or elevates that, I should say. That's the word I'm looking for. Elevates it. And then obviously CJ comes around. And we do good there. And then we get freaking Kyle McCord. Good Lord, I hate that dude. Trash McCord. And then Will Howard and now Julian Sayin. Heisman, Julian Sayin. 2-minute warning. All right, enough of me talking about Ohio State quarterbacks. Let's get back into this game because we are 2 minutes to go in the game. 10-10, but we are knocking on heaven's door, trying to score the touchdown to take the lead. Handoff, Peterson. He's got great blocks, as he always does. Touchdown Packers, we take the lead. Can we hold Jay Cutler? It looks like we did, and we will hold for a victory. We are in victory formation. 3 turnovers for the Carolina offense. Our team seems to be forcing a lot of turnovers. And they're not even going to use their timeout. They've given up. They've conceded defeat. And we will win have a 5-game win streak. This team is on fire right now. We started 0-3, but we turned it around, baby. We turned it around. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it that this scrappy team would be dominating the way that we're dominating? William Moore, it seems like he did get it. This is positive. Did he get Superstar Dev? He earned 4,500 XP, so he didn't get Superstar Dev. That would have been pretty sick if he did. But it looked like he was saying that he had such a good game that he got it Superstar Dev. I didn't think JJ was going to get the goal. That's not super surprising to me. He does earn 4,500 XP, though, which is pretty nice, especially for a young, developing defensive end. And we will move to the final game of this first episode against the Philadelphia Eagles. They are 5-3. We are 5-3. It is a battle of 5-win teams in a very competitive NFC. William Moore, another DB breakout for him. JJ gets an upgrade point. He's now up to a true 89 overall. And we will play the final primetime game of the episode, the final game of the episode, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. I'd love a 6-game win streak, man. That'd be sick. Monday night primetime, Carson Palmer is the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles. And they are up 7-0 on us. That's not great. That is not great at all. But we're at the 3-yard line trying to punch it in here to tie this up. And I think you know where the ball's going. Adrian Peterson, but they shut it down. 3rd and goal. Run it back. Run it back. They can't stop it twice in a row. It just can't happen. And there it is. Adrian Peterson. Touchdown, Packers. We've tied it up. We get the football back again. Late second quarter, 3rd and 3. Do I smell a 6-game win streak? Do I smell what the Rock is cooking? To the 22-yard line goes Peterson. Right after the 2-minute warning, 2nd and 8. I kind of want to get a little crazy, throw a ball to Benjamin Watson here, but I don't think it's going to get open. So what we're going to do is we're going to run, we're going to run, we're going to run, and we're going to keep on running until Pryor gets out at the 14. And then we're going to hand this off to Peterson, and he's going to punch it in probably for a touchdown because he's that good. Handoff, Peterson. The block. Look at the block from Antonio Brown. He came across the field to block that safety. And the Packers take the lead, and we get the ball back again within the second quarter here. We got a minute left. They are testing my abilities here. They want to see if I can put up another score. Well, this isn't going to work, is it? Just throw that away. That could have ended badly. Let's just go with a regular halfback draw, but then we're going to also audible out of that, go for verticals, and see if we can bomb one to Randy Moss, because I think that'd be pretty fun. No, don't bomb it to Randy Moss. Bomb it to Benjamin Watson, who's got a stiff arm, baby. Stiff arming the superstar corner. I don't know who that is. I couldn't tell. But Benjamin Watson putting on a show here in front of the Green Bay faithful, the Cheeseheads. Let's fire that in. That's going to be Golden Tate. Hasn't got a lot of touches here. But Golden Tate, big catch. 28 seconds remain in the half. Ooh, they're going to bring their guys up. That's helpful. I kind of like Randy on this somewhat wheel. Does Randy get open? Nah, Randy's not open. That's not even open. What am I throwing here? That was real risky. I don't know why I threw that in the first place. Oh, they're playing like man 3 deep or something like that. They're in full prevent. We might as well just take the easy yardage. Benjamin Watson gets it up. Fumble! Ball's out. Eagles recover. Wow, I was considering that easy yardage, and Benjamin Watson, he cost me there. Thankfully, the Eagles didn't get like a field goal or anything out of it. And we go to the second half, still 14-7. I didn't think Benjamin Watson was going to put it on the turf, that's for sure. What a catch from Edelman, man. Jules, that's what he does. That's what he do. Can we get around the edge? We got to have good blocking here. If we have good blocking, it's an easy Adrian Peterson touchdown. It's not going to be good blocking, though. Down by 2, or a loss of 2 on the play. All we needed was that good blocking. We could have had a touchdown. It just wasn't to be. It wasn't to be. What's going to be open here? Oh, not really anything. Pryor had to get that away. That was really slowly developing. That took a long time for anything to get open there. And by the time that something did get open, it was already a rush. So not ideal, but we're going to step up and scramble with Pryor because he's got a lot of speed. Terrell Pryor probably shouldn't have tried to go for the touchdown there. I tried to roll away from the linebacker there to try to get out and beat him for a touchdown. I should have just went straight ahead and see if I could get the first down. But Bush is going to get the first down regardless. Boosh. Boosh. And then we're going to get the touchdown with him right here. Reggae Boosh. Into the end zone. No, denied. Into the end zone, denied. Let's see what he can get right here. Diving! I was about to say diving, but I got tackled before I could dive, so we're going to run it back one more time. There's no way they can stop it again, right? Bush into the end zone, touchdown. We take a 2-score lead in the third quarter. We're kind of cooking. And we might have another touchdown. We have a field goal. 24-7, now 24-14. That might be the ball game. I know that they got a touchdown there, but 24-14 with a minute to go and one timeout. It's not looking too shabby for the Green Bay Packers. Handoff. Peterson can't get the first down. Timeout called by Philly. They want me to go field goal here. I don't want to go field goal. I want to win this game on this play. This is very risky. I'm going to win the game on this play. It's going to be Reggie Bush. He's going to get it. And he does. Reggie Bush, first down, ball game, a 6-game win streak to finish this episode. I mean, talk about storybook. Talk about the script writers. What an insane first episode. We started 0-3, and I thought, oh, you know what? This is just going to be a season where we just don't win. And we have a very good first-round pick. But you know what? Forget about that. We got 6 wins in what is a competitive NFC. We're going to need all those wins. So next episode, we will finish year number 1, the 2011-2012 season, by playing the rest of these games, starting with the Giants and a D-line breakout. I would assume it's, again, for J.J. Watt. But we are in a competitive division. 6-3, 6-3. I mean, look at all these wins, man. The NFC is loaded this year. Look at the North. The North, everybody has 6 or 5 wins. There's really only 3 bad teams this year. It's the Cowboys, the Falcons, and the Saints. Those are really the only 3 bad teams in the NFC. I mean, even the Cardinals, who are 4-5, are not that bad. They're not even out of it, really. They can still squeeze into that 7 seed if they win a bunch of games. What an insane conference. But that is going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more. Join the Juice Club. Thank you so much. Stop by and watch. I truly appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.